Hello everybody and welcome back to some Communicraft and ooh, it dropped in there. We have an iron golem who just burned. I actually spent a bit of time AFKing over here. As you can see, this is where I've actually blocked myself up. But we have 2 stacks, or just over 2, well, nearly 3 stacks of iron. So that's pretty good. I thought the sun was, the sun was going down really quickly then. But today we have something that is possibly, well, definitely a little bit different from what I maybe planned to do. Well, I kind of say that. Basically, as I previously stated, I'll explain this while the sun goes down. But as I've previously stated, with Communicraft, I wanted to be able to make. Don't you dare go through the portal yet. But yeah, with Communicraft, I wanted to basically create my area and have farms around the place that allow me to basically have anything that is farmable. For example, we have villagers up here, which means we can technically farm emeralds. We have a pretty good librarian and a few librarians up there, so as soon as we get a sugarcane farm over here, we will be fine. This is obviously an iron farm. This is a mob farm, which is pretty standard, pretty basic. Actually doesn't really work, though. I could just be saying that because I have only seen like 3 mobs drop, but I haven't really been paying attention, and there aren't really many drops in it at all. But yeah, today we have a little different plan thing. Did he go through the portal? He went through the portal. Either way, he needed to go through the portal anyway, because we have a plan today. As I said, it may be slightly different to what I planned to do. You better not have dropped through. Basically, my plan today is to do something a little bit different, and I will have to go to spawn to show you. This guy feels exceptionally slow. I could run faster than you. Oh my god, you're so slow. I thought you were a good horse. This guy. Seriously. But yeah, basically, I had a plan for today because basically I went over to spawn. That gas ball always really confuses me, that one over there. Keep on thinking something's going to come hit me. But yeah, basically, saw something in spawn, or a couple of things in spawn, that have changed. First off being, if I move back... Oh, can I not go through... Whilst the horse is there? But yeah, basically the first thing is you'll see where we come out. We come out here, which is in the middle of the massive tree that was the Christmas tree. This place has been nicely made up. I don't know if I showed this previously, but this exists. Christmas stuff still hasn't been taken down, but that would be tedious, and it looks quite nice, so, you know, whatever. This is the Shire, apparently. It might be the Spire or the Shire. The Shire. And we come down here. I don't know who's built this, but it looks pretty cool. There's a little warning sign up there. They've got a lot of cobblestone, a lot of granite, for example. So that's pretty good. I suppose if I need some, I can need some cobblestone pretty drastically. That is something that can easily be found. I'm sure they hopefully wouldn't mind, but I have enough cobble for a while. This is actually something over here. I haven't actually seen some of these things. So this is, I think, some gold swords that are free to take. I actually did take one. This is a load of soul sand. Which confused me. I have hiccups. This is not good. For some reason, while on the horse, the island seems a bit smaller. I don't know. That doesn't feel like something I normally see this close when being next to a building. Like, normally I'm by mine, and this is quite a bit small. But yeah, this is West's temp home, it seems. Until he's probably found a place. He has a... Oh, right, Lightburn. That is a Christmas present right there. I thought he had already got a beacon. Dust and gems, clay and hardened clay, ingots, stones, cobble, log. He has a lot of logs. He's been turning those down. Everything, random stone. Okay. Random drops, or just drops. Plant stuff, random wood stuff, dirt, gravel, sand. Okay, don't you walk off. But yeah, I wonder if he's got... Ooh, some smooth stone. I wonder what he's gonna do with that. But yeah, that seems to be cool. It seems to have built out to here, so this is pretty cool. I'm still confused about that, but nonetheless, let's carry on. Oh yeah, I do know what that is. But yeah, basically the thing that intrigued me the most was what we're going to be doing today, and this is why I kind of have the horse, even though he's really slow. I've noticed. I might drop him off at my house and leave him. But the great mighty long road to Space Gator's future house. I can't read. Go take a walk on the wild side. So I saw this when I came over to spawn a while ago, or I just got back and I came like over to spawn quickly, just to get some stuff from my base. I plan to just teleport to my base, which the portal's actually been deactivated in my base. So I'm fine with that perfectly, considering it's in a more centralized location. Obviously, because mine was the first, that kind of meant mine had to be deactivated. But however, we can possibly reactivate it as. Seeming as the main one is there, but yeah, this has been deactivated. I need to mine it out. There we go. I've been sorting out those because getting overfilled. Someone apparently owes me 6 diamonds, so hopefully those don't go missing for too long. But we have a few diamonds, so that's fine. Some cocoa pods over on Space's house. I didn't actually notice that. Kind of need some of those. Might have to nick some if I can't find any. But you never know, actually, because I don't know how far this thing goes on for. We might find a jungle, because if he's found those, he may have gone for a jungle to find his place that he wants to go to. And as you can see here, watch your step. But he may have been for a jungle, so we might be able to get ourselves some cocoa beans. But yeah, let's take our incredibly slow horse and oh, there's a sign on the back. Path is like a 15-minute lot. Oh, okay, so this is actually about as long as I thought it would be, or actually a bit longer than I thought it would be. I thought it would be maybe 5-10 minutes. But yeah, this is apparently, well, this is the path to Space Gator's new base, or future base location. Something I maybe want to have a look at. I feel like we're gonna need a lead. Let's go make a lead quickly. Come on. There's that zombie still. That zombie is still freaking me out. I need to sort these out as well. Pretty annoying. Oh, getting a bit of lag. Do I actually have any? I do have leads. Let's bring 2 with us. Let's actually drop off this pumpkin as well. We don't need no pumpkins. But yeah, I feel like we're gonna need some leads, because if this is about 50 minutes away, I remember right now that we are on an island. Well, I say island, we're on a big island, and then there's this sort of deserty bit next to it. But the majority is actually, ocean around us, so, that's always a fun one. But yeah, this is also a good thing for me, because I have some stuff I possibly want to talk about, and having a 50-minute horse ride with possibly getting some cocoa beans out of it, and also some jungle wood, because we need jungle wood to grow it onto. It's going to be good, and this is why I thought we would need, yeah. I don't know how this... Can I take you in the water? I can, that's good. But yeah, I have, a few things that I possibly want to talk about, and I feel like having a 15-minute trip over to Space's base may be a good idea, or good time to do it. I do have a bed, because I didn't know I was going to do this. I didn't actually know it was 15 minutes, but as I said, I expected it to be a little longer than like 5 or 10 minutes, so I never knew if I was going to need a bed. So I do have a bed on me. I have plenty of food. I have a stack of chicken. That's going to be perfectly fine. Let's drop that and get on. Hopefully we don't have to do that too many times. Hopefully not. But yeah, we are in... Oh, we've just come out of the desert that's right next to our area, and we've come to this new desert, which seems fairly untouched. Yeah. But hopefully this is a good little thing, because I have been doing a lot of... Well, the plan was obviously a lot of farms and stuff, but I realized to myself that doing a farm, especially when I want to make these videos like every week, doing a farm... Oh god. doing a farm every single week is gonna eventually get boring, and I did. God damn it, I went to the wrong side. But yeah, doing a farm every week is probably gonna get fairly boring pretty quickly, or fairly repetitive essentially, and also it's quite a lot of work, because doing a farm every single week, that requires a lot of materials, especially when we get into some of the more difficult to create farms, or bigger farms, or if we are, for example, upgrading a farm. Because I feel like the way I'm going to do most of these things is, when I'm starting out, I'm going to have small farms. Like I currently have a very small pumpkin farm and a very, very small sugarcane farm. But I feel like in the future, I didn't record doing those because they are fairly basic, but upgrading those, there are obviously more efficient designs, and I want to get around to doing those designs. However, a lot of materials are required to do so, so I need to, well, in essence, I need to make more farms to create, you know, more stuff. If I need more redstone, which I possibly won't, depends on how big projects are, since I have quite a lot of it. If I need redstone, I might have to go and create a witch farm somewhere, somehow. I've never actually made a witch farm, so I have no idea how I'd go about doing that. But yeah, just something a little bit different. And also we can see some of the nice areas that we got around, because if we ever feel like we need to maybe build something that complements an area, or build something just because it fits, or if something needs to specifically be in an area for something, I'm not sure. Like an occurrence where I think somewhere it has to be in a certain biome, maybe a swamp for blue orchids. But I feel like you know, we might be able to find some good things. Plus, also, if we find any cows, that'd be quite nice. Or anything that looks awesome, kind of like this. It hasn't loaded in, but it's looking cool. Huh. I feel like these areas generally have the better looking. Don't you walk away! Don't you walk away! I generally feel like whatever this place is called, Savannah, generally seem to have the nicer looking big mountainous areas. I don't know if that's just something something that generally happens, or if it's just something by chance. But yeah, that's something I noticed. But yeah, as I said, I kind of want to talk about some stuff, mainly my thoughts on modded. Now, currently on modded, I am doing 2 series because of, well, reasons I explained in the Serendipity episode. But I am doing 2 modded series currently. So I'm currently doing Business Elite Plus, which I've been doing for quite a while. Well, I've been doing Business Elite as a whole for a while. I haven't actually been doing Business Elite Plus for all too long. I think I'm on, well, by this point, I think episode 5 or 6. I'm not sure in terms of my schedule. I think 5 is possibly what I clicked the bucket by accident. Yeah. Let's actually check. I like to have my facts straight. So, yeah, episode 5 is where we're at with Business Elite Plus. So, you know, episode 5, and I'm pretty far in. Pretty far in, because I've had the times in between episodes to, well, basically I really like the Business Elite mod pack. I realize I'm going off track in terms of Netherrack. But I really like the Business Elite mod pack. It's one of my favorites. So I play it a lot, and I don't want to just have a second world. Like, well, I do have a second world I want to muck around with, but I like actually getting stuff done, so I can get to the cool stuff in my actual Business Elite world. So I play that a lot, which means in turn, because of the way I record it, and it's once every 2 weeks, I get stuff done, but I don't really want to, with the frequency at which stuff gets done, I don't want to have to. I don't want to record. Like, I can't really backlog myself too much because first off, it will just be a load of videos, just generally, and a lot of it is kind of small things, but they have kind of a big impact in a way. Plus, it's just kind of just not real. It's not really the best way to work with it. So, yeah, I've been doing that. Plus, Serendipity just started because of the whole magicality thing. The Thorncraft for completion, that kind of just fizzled out because I had to, as I previously stated when I upgraded my processor, because I think it was because I changed from an AMD processor to an Intel one. Basically, I had to like format my hard drive, so everything was gone, everything except like very important stuff that had already been backed up. So, like, well, I think Business Elite Plus got backed up, and some other things got backed up as well. But those things are, something. It was mainly college work and stuff. That was the sort of stuff that got backed up. That was kind of my priority because I can't really get that back. Like, oh, we did. Is that? Yes, it is actually. I looked at that tree, thought it was a jungle tree, and I was like, oh wait, I think it was these vines here that made me think it. But let's actually take down this tree because it's a small tree, not taking around a massive one, but it's just going to take forever. Alright, there we go. But yeah, basically that kind of fizzles out because I lost the world. So there's no point in having. Oh my god, a village. Is this where he is? Is this maybe where? I don't think it's been 15 minutes. No, it's been about 17 minutes recording wise. But huh? Oh, let's get some cocoa beans, even if it's just one set of cocoa beans. Let's go. There we go. But yeah, that kind of went. Plus, it's going to be done anyway within. Well, it would have been done within Magicality, and now it's going to be done within Serendipity anyway. It's just a lot more. Like, it's very grindy when you only have Thorncraft installed. Plus, it's kind of boring because some of the other mods that I'm used to playing with are not there, which is kind of a pain. Like, for example, Tinker's Construct and other such things. I'm used to playing it because pretty much every mod pack has stuff like Tinker's Construct and other such things. Oh, this is not going to be fun for the horse if I have to go for it. I'm going to have to go around, I think. No! Right, there we go. Let's just drag him around. I think I should be able to find Netherrack in a forest. But yeah, that's going to get done in Magicality, Serendipity anyway, since it includes Thorncraft and also includes some of the tech mods, which may make it easier in terms of finding new ores and finding stuff to actually have aspects from. Because as soon as I get like a laser drill and stuff, that's like infinitely making ores as long as it's running, which power in mod packs I've kind of proved to myself not difficult to make a lot of. So yeah, that's not gonna be too difficult in that sense. Come. Huh. I think I lost myself. I'm lost. I can't find the Netherrack. Maybe I have to move over a slight bit. Oh, he's definitely been here because shit sheep. Oh, I hate jungles, they're so laggy. Like, frame rate isn't too bad. Actually, melons. I completely forgot melons actually spawned in. Oh, I hate myself for doing that. I just realised what I was doing. Right, there we go. Get on the horse. Don't let the horse drop. Maybe look around the coast. Oh, it actually looked like it went on for a while, so maybe it's... Wow, you didn't... but yeah, basically, I should probably get back on topic. Basically, that's going to all get done anyway, but I've had concerns with Having, in fact, added the Serendipity mod pack, I've currently done one episode, episode 1, lagging a bit. I think I'm loading in new chunks, to be honest. Oh, let's get out of here. But yeah, God damn it, this is going to be a lot more than a 50-minute walk. Maybe you meant 50. God damn it. I have an itch in my eye as well, this is not good. It's not going well for me. Right, there we go. Let's get out of here. I've even lost where the thing was. Alright, we may have to look at coordinates in a second. But yeah, have had recent small concerns, even though I've only done one episode of Serendipity, and it's as I've previously kind of stated, well, it's kind of weird because the way I've always wanted the mod packs is to have one mod pack which... The hell was that? I think my phone just went off. I don't know. Yes, it did. Really confused me because it wasn't a notification I'm used to hearing. But yeah, basically, this has really confused me now. Right, let's walk this way. Hope that we can. I think I am loading in new chunks at this rate. Hopefully, I'm not doing too much. It might just be the server. I hope not. But yeah, as I've said, and as I'm trying to carry on saying, I've had concerns because of, as I previously stated, having... in a way I feel limited by how much I can do, because I don't like to just sort of blast ahead as I've been doing in Business Elite. But as I've previously said, okay, they were definitely... Oh, we're going like the complete wrong way, possibly. But as I previously said as well, I think maybe if I go for that hole, maybe I'll only get damaged. Let's try. But yeah, I've been rushing ahead. I mean, I'm on episode 5, and I've already got flux infused armor. And that's pretty far. Most people maybe get to like episode 20 or 30. Get to that. Oh, this is fun. I don't have Shelf Aliver. I think I mined slower, yeah. But yeah, I kind of rushed ahead with that, and Serendipity, although I find it fun in the sense of having all those mods together. Again, it's kind of one of those things where I don't have control over what happens. 1 second. Let me just scroll through here because my Skype randomly updated just then and gave me like I think 380 messages for no apparent reason. That was a bit confusing. I can't. I'm gonna have to mine all this out. Okay, mining and talking. But basically, I've had a plan recently. Although by the time, well, as I've previously stated, I've already planned out the entire of January's videos. I have all the videos titled, or not titled, but I have all the videos that I want to get done listed on their dates that they are. Like, do you know what? I don't think I can be bothered to do that, so what we're actually going to do is find our horse. And we're going to play Oblivion here, and we are just going to run up the hill and go straight. I always loved that in Oblivion, just how stupid it was, because you could literally just go up pretty much any hill just by walking sideways with a horse. I think you should do it as a person as well, but... Oh, yep, there we go, we are following the right path this time. But yeah, I don't know, I think it's just sort of, because I started it anew, and I almost feel intimidated by it, because there are a load of mods in there that I have no idea what they do. Plus, like, the world's pretty hostile in terms of it. Okay, so we found out what that is. Let's just straight on then. The world seems pretty hostile, as kind of shown. I've already died a few times. Yeah, I died. Well, I think I died once, but I've died plenty of times in many other ways in my testing. I'm not sure what it is about it. I kind of don't feel. I feel as though I'm not as almost pumped for it as I thought I would be. I'm gonna carry on doing it. By this time, 2 episodes will have been done, so I want to carry on if I can. But another thing also goes into the fact that, as I said, I feel limited by the every 2 weeks thing, because that means then I can only kind of limit myself on what I want myself to do. I can't do as much. Well, you know, I can't do as much as I wish I could. Because otherwise, if I was left to do whatever with, did it break? Oh, it did. Let's get back on. Okay, there we go. So find the network. If I was left to do whatever I wanted, and I wasn't recording it, I think I've had this discussion. Oh, I had this kind of had this discussion with Space a while ago when we were playing Communicraft. But like, I could be finished with most things by, like, in terms of making blocks, not so much the automation, which is currently where I'm actually at in terms of stuff, but in terms of creating stuff and making my base functionally, or theoretically functionally perfect, I could be done pretty quickly. Did it break again? No, it didn't. Come on, come on. And that's not trying to like brag or anything, that's just saying, as I said, I feel like I'm almost trying to limit myself because I'm recording it, and I don't want to rush ahead. So I've had a plan, and I've kind of already basically acted on it. But my plan was to, at the beginning of February, if I can get this done, or maybe March if it doesn't get done by February. I've got a pretty long time of January still left as of recording, because as I said, I've already planned everything out. I just need to get them recorded and edited and scheduled and stuff like that. But yeah, basically the plan was basically to create, similar to what is my most watched video on this channel, is to have, oh, I'm not even following the things anymore, is to have a modded, just mods that I wanted to play put together. So, you know, just get all the mods I want, put them in a pack as I wanted to do. This is kind of just, again, acting on the Zog pack thing I wanted to do a while ago. That was, it essentially turned into serendipity at this point. But I wanted to just get mods that I wanted. I've already basically got an entire mod list. I just have to get them all working together, essentially, and essentially just you know, get the lead. Just get them working together and play that, and then do that every single week. Because as I've said, like, getting stuff, like, most of this Communicraft is gonna seemingly be farms and stuff like that, creations and stuff like that. However, most of the time something is going to be mixed in, because if I do that constantly, it's essentially just going to get really oversaturated pretty quickly. I mean, if I do a farm every single day or every single week, eventually I'm going to run out of farms to do. I'm going to run out of things to do. So that's why this sort of video exists, to have you know, a little, almost like a filler, to still have a video out that, you know, has something interesting in it, hopefully interesting in it. For example, this is Space's base this time, but to also give myself time to prepare for a larger video. I was going to say, hopefully I can just swim in this one. So that's what I feel with that, and that's every week on vanilla. However, with modded, everything can happen in modded. Mods can actually be added and removed, and that is actually something I have power over in this way. I can change config options all I like, which I can do anyway now, but you know, I can, you know, I'm not limited by, well, for Business Elite and Serendipity Unlimited, they have servers, so most of the configs are set to the server rules. That is why some stuff like, for example, the stuff of stuff of traveling from Ender.io, I think it's Ender.io if I remember correctly. Stuff traveling from Ender.io by default is disabled from being crafted, looted, usable in any way on Business Elite. However, I recently re-enabled it because it is a useful item. I didn't actually realize until I wanted to make it that it was disabled. But by my phone going off again. But by personally adding the mods and doing all that sort of stuff, I don't limit myself, which is quite good, I think, and it gives myself a lot more creativity and stuff, or you know, freedom in that sense. Don't know, I just ran down here. There's no Netherrack. Oh, there is. But yeah, I kind of had that plan of getting all those mods together, sorting them out, and then having it as a weekly thing. So yeah, what I was actually thinking of doing is, if I did do it, what I might do for the first couple of episodes, because in the first couple of episodes, I'd obviously want to get a lot done quickly. So I'm. Oh yeah. Also, I might as well say with this, the plan would also be, because it's weekly, to have, well, as weekly as I can make it, because sometimes I may miss out because of stuff going on. But if it is going on every single week, or theoretically every single week, I don't have to limit myself, and it's kind of a weird thing, because by having the way I described, I think having 2 separate modded series every, you know, bi-weekly, or switching every week, is so that I have more time to play with the mods, get something done, you know, make a good episode that's actually got something good in it. And so having that break is brilliant in that case. However, right now I'm saying I'm giving myself less time, only a week, and I'm making it every single week, so I only get myself that 1 week to make something, which or make a good episode, a good long episode, which is kind of counterproductive in a way against my own argument of saying more time to work on it allows me to, you know, make it better. But yeah. Oh, can't see any more Netherrack. There's a sign there. That's a crafting table. Are we at the end? Are we going to have a little look around Space's base? Or else this is a 30-minute video. Space Gate is home. End of the line. There's a stick. We picked it up. It's getting tonight. Let's sleep. Let's just have a look around. Let's look around here. But yeah, without sidetracking too much, waiting for night to come. Basically, having it every single week, every Wednesday, as commonly as I can. If I miss out one day, then you know I miss out a day, and it will probably be replaced with a minigame video or something equivalent. But yeah, I think with the amount of mods and the variation of mods that I add, I think that'll be pretty good as well. Also, let's just have a little look around Space's area, see what maybe, you know, get maybe an idea for what he could try and build around here, due to the terrain he's got. It seems very similar to, is this an extreme? Yes, it is. Is it Extreme Hills Plus over here? Yes, it is. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of be like I would give myself a week, and because the reason I kind of say that I find myself being able to oh, I left my bed down. That I would feel myself able to create a video a week is because of how, you know, originally with Business Elite I thought, or with the mod packs, I thought, oh, I'm sorry. I thought it would be a lot of work to just do one video, and in the end the only work really comes into the ideas of which I have many currently, because you know there's so many mods that add so many ores that do exactly the same thing. Like copper, for example, there's like 5 different mods that add copper, and they can all be used for the same thing. And then you got like pulverize and stuff. You can get essentially double, and then you got mechanism, and you can get like 5 times, and some cool stuff like that. So I think I'd be able to hold up the episode a week, and I think what I was saying earlier is what I think I would try and do is synchronize them with this series. So currently this is episode 6 of Communicraft. I think, well, by the time this month is over, 8 episodes will have been done, 2 more episodes after this, and on episode 8 is the 30th of January, so that's fine. What I would try and do then is maybe try and not all straight away, but like maybe upload 2 videos every so often, you know, to catch myself up with this series. So let's say we get to episode 10 with here, we would try and be on episode or as close to episode 10 with that series, and then synchronize them up. So every week there would be a Communicraft episode, and every week there would be a title working Zogog episode. So I think that would be good, and then we could make up for weeks that have been missed with extra episodes, because you know, modded is something that I love, vanilla is something that I love, and I want to keep both of them, you know, keep both of them going on. And also another thing between it is switching between worlds and switching between clients and, you know, everything like that, and inventories and stuff like that. Kinda gets a bit annoying after a while, especially with the way it is now. Serendipity, I have nothing. Business Elite Plus, I have everything. So I'd start from scratch, nothing, and I'd just be able to keep one inventory, keep that fine. Especially when Magicality was going on, it was quite annoying because, sorry for tabbing out so many times, but getting some notifications and stuff. But yeah, basically, you know, having it so, what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, having like mods constantly being added, removed, and stuff like that. This is like Plus not so much of a pain because I've just kept my versions back a few until they sort out the energy situation that's going on, because I really need that sorted out. It might be one of the config options that have failed, but I need to have a look into it anyway. Let's actually, you know, we had a little look around here. It's quite a nice area. I hope, you know, in the end, I wanna, well, a portal here would be nice. Might have to set one up for him, just basic for now, so we can get here easy. And yeah, basically after that, you know, maybe we'll return here one day, see how Space is done with his base, and hopefully doesn't outshine mine too much. Even though mine's underground, well, kind of. Part of it's underground, and then the other area that nobody goes to, which is fine. Can't really, oh, is open plan, but kind of underground as well. I'm not sure what I'm doing with it yet. It's all currently in the works. But yeah, let's have a little walk home. This is going to be a long video, but I somehow have talked for about 30 minutes about modded. I don't know how, but I did it. I think I'm just basically going back on myself a lot. But yeah, basically in the end. Oh yeah, I know what I was saying. You know, it's a bit of a pain to go from having a lot of techie stuff, and well, in the end, it was quite annoying having no magic stuff, because magic, like, there's some stuff you can only do with the magic mods. Like, for example, I do know there's a tech mod that can do this, but for example, the stuff of equal or wand of equal trade, that was a pain not having in Business Elite Plus. I know there is an alternative version for, it's like an add-on for thermal expansion or something like that, but I haven't got that, and having Thorncroft is so much easier. really, because it's not that difficult to get a wand of equal trade, or a wand focus score that has equal trade on it. Used to play in Thorncraft 3, that's what I'm saying it. But yeah, in the end, having one synchronized. Well, in the end, it's a synchronized series and a synchronized inventory, so hopefully that'll keep me on track with stuff, and I don't have to keep on, you know, holding. Well, sometimes I also hold back ideas because, like, I think of them in Magicality, for example, or I would have thought of them in Magicality, and then I can only achieve them in Business Elite, and then by the time I get to Business Elite, I forget it. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. Yeah, this is currently me just whining about this, but in conclusion. In general conclusion of this whole thing, is really about modded, essentially, whilst having a look at, you know, following the Netherrack road and finding Space's base. And now we're going to find our way home, and I'm going to probably set up a port for it, because I've got the spare obsidian now because my port's out, which is fine. And we've also got some cocoa beans, so we can maybe set up a farm for that in a future episode, like a big farm, a proper farm, like an automated farm. Because I know there's, well, it's not fully automated, but it's semi-automated. There are ways you can do it. But I was going to say I lost the Netherrack, but I didn't. It's just, I realised I can go two blocks deep. It's fine. But yeah, in conclusion, the plan is, if I can get it working, because currently it is not wanting to work, which is currently why it's not happening. Plus, also I got the month planned out, but basically the plan would then be for both mod packs to stop. However, I feel like I would, the way I want to feel I would have it, get up, the way I think I would have it is Business Elite be still in the very background, so if something happens, maybe I have possibly like no ideas at all, I just, you know, some stuff isn't working, like I can't get the mod pack working for some reason, or stuff is update, I'm waiting for stuff to update or something like that. Business Elite Plus can still be there, and I might actually end up, you never know, doing that on the Mondays as well, just as little things. Episodes that will probably be less long videos, but still would be a modded video, and I could have 2 modded videos and a Communicraft episode every single week, or not every single week, but you know what I mean. I'd have at least 1 modded and 1 Communicraft, and then 1 minigame or Business Elite Plus, because I don't know, I like that series. I like where we are with it, so I don't really want to just throw it away, even though it's only been 6 episodes. But yeah, that would end up taking over the Wednesday videos. Then this would stay as Communicraft. As long as the server stays up, I will continue to play, as long as my ideas don't drain completely out of me. And then, as I said, Mondays would be Business Elite or more mini games, or actually random games, because as I previously said before, I think I want to get into playing some, you know, just normal games. Or I say normal games, I mean like other games that aren't Minecraft, because I play a lot of Minecraft, like a lot, but I also play a lot of other games, like a lot. I do play a lot. There are massive breaks I have from Minecraft. However, in the end, it doesn't really seem like it, because it's the only content I do. And there are sometimes I talk about playing other games, but you know, there's no real look at any of the other games I played. It kind of just, I can't really record them, so I can't all the time. So I can't even, you know, attempt to try and record, which means I don't, which means Minecraft stays. But yeah, I did plan to make a few videos about some other games, see if I'm capable of doing that. So those would possibly come up on Mondays, or as I've also said, sometimes Sundays. I'm planning on seeing if I can do Sundays on the odd occasion, because I have previously said before, the weekends are kind of my busiest, because I go away on weekends and stuff like that quite a fair bit. So it possibly wouldn't be all the time. However, you know, I would attempt. So you know, there's the possibility that maybe Business Elite could come out on that day, or there could be a non-Minecraft game on that day, or something along those lines. Oh, we're gonna have fun with this one because we gotta go back over. Oh, this is gonna be like an hour recording or something. Oh god. Come on. We have to prove that we can get home. Come on. But yeah, in general, this is just almost just like a, as I said, without trying to make it sound too bad, almost like a filler episode because, well, first off, I needed to talk about something in general. I needed to talk about, after a small interruption, I am back. I've completely forgotten what I was on about. I absolutely have no idea, literally no idea what I was on about. Not sure. Now, that could be a problem. Nope, I know what I was on about now, and hopefully I remembered to, in general, just move those out, because that's going to be kind of weird, plus loud, possibly, I'm not sure. But yeah, hopefully I remember to do that. If not, sorry, but I forgot. I'm sorry, please. Please forgive me. But yeah, basically, this kind of, as I said, this is kind of a filler episode, not in a bad way. I just need to talk about modded and stuff like that, my plans. If anybody watching this has any opinions on how you think the modded videos should go, if I should keep to having Serendipity and also having Business Elite, or if I should go for this other one because I have more control over it, and then possibly keeping the Business Elite in the background, or if I should get rid of Business Elite entirely and maybe having bonus episodes possibly of, you know, the new mod pack. However, that would impact on the synchronicity of you know, having that and Communicraft at the same episode levels. However, I'm not fully above, you know, I'm not sure of the phrase. Is it I'm not fully above or not below? I think it's not below. I'm not below doing or above I don't say no to doing extra episodes, even if it just ruins the synchronicity of the thing. As long as I have ideas and episodes are good and have content, then I think I'm going to be fine when creating these. Creeper hole. I think I noticed that on the way here, but no, never actually commented on it. But yeah, basically, that's how that's going, and that's really all there is to say. I've just been having a thought about it for a couple of days. Currently I'm, as I said, in the middle of putting that together. I currently hit a snag where it won't even start. I have to think of the last mod I installed and get rid of it, and see if that fixes the problem, and then maybe add it again, see if it adds the problem or if it was just a hitch off the start that just randomly happened. But that's what crash reports are for, I suppose. But it's a bit of a pain when the crash report doesn't even exist because the game never even started, which is why currently I've actually been running it in the proper Minecraft launcher within just using the 1.7 version of Forge instead of running it on the Technic launcher, just because the whole bugs thing and sort of telling you what the problem is with your game, a lot easier to read than a small console window, which I know you can maximize, but it just looks bad. I don't know why, I just don't like it. It's just the thing I have to get. This is why I don't really play around with horses, because horses can be laggy, especially on a server. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, actually that's another thing. Might as well keep the ball rolling with ideas. I was actually thinking recently of also creating a single player series where I kind of did the stuff that isn't achievable on here. On here I can't really build massive structures and take over every single place because and I can't take over the spawn chunks and stuff like that because I don't like hogging stuff. I don't think everybody would be too happy with me doing that. You know, making well, I'm not really good with massive projects, like in terms of aesthetics, so that's a bit of a pain. But just me having constant projects around the place and taking up everything, I feel like that would kind of although it would benefit the server in terms of getting people items, I don't feel like people would want to play because they don't really have anything to do or build if I took over. So that's why I'm actually building only really farming stuff for myself. If people want to take it, they can take it. But if people want to take the stuff, they can take the stuff if it's AFKable and stuff like that. My phone keeps on going off. What is going on? I'm getting emails that I've already seen. Okay, this is fun. But yeah, I can't really do everything. Plus lag can come into things. Some stuff is not SMP friendly. You can't make some elevators and stuff like that. Elevators are the first thing in my mind when I think of stuff that you can't make in multiplayer due to lag. But some things just you can't do because of the lag and being on the server and stuff like that. So and also there's like some areas that people have already taken over, which I like. So and it would be nice to take over an area similar, but I don't want to have to go out and load a similar area all the time because that won't help the server world and the world size and stuff like that. So I was thinking possibly again, if you've got any ideas or stuff, you can comment about that. I feel like my game's going to start not responding every like 5 seconds. Just look at the enchanted pick and see if the game is still running. But yeah, I was thinking about doing single player because that could also be a thing that comes out on a Sunday. So, or even take over Monday's videos and then the extra video could be the Sunday. Because then it will be just, I feel like it would be pretty cool then because minigames become less and less fun for me after a while. Some are still fun, some are still fun to play, but some are becoming less and less fun, plus it's difficult to get on servers sometimes. So I think maybe having it where maybe Monday is a vanilla like single player episode, then it's modded on Wednesday, and then Friday being a Communicraft episode, I feel like that would be pretty good because then it's vanilla, modded vanilla, and then if on Sunday an extra video like Business Elite Plus came out, that would be vanilla, modded. I'm not sure. Again, if anybody has ideas, you can post down below. If anybody's got a Google Plus account, I know old news, but where'd that lead go to? I'm not leaving my lead. I've seen a lot less people complaining about Google Plus recently, which is quite nice because it's pain when people complain. I complain a lot, but it's pain when people complain a lot of the time. I know that because I've been told by people. I'm annoying. Have I? Yeah, I've been told sometimes. Disconcerting, but something I'm willing to live with. But yeah, basically, yeah, this is the one that confused me. Like this, I've been out here before to have a look at it, and this really confused me when I came back because that wasn't there, but the lads weren't released, but that thing was there, and then I could also see the villager spawner or villager breeder, and it looks really, really weird for some reason. I don't feel like both of them should be things that are seen within the same window. I mean window as in like game window. Oh, I didn't realize you didn't have to hold the lead. Oh my god, that makes my life so much easier. Oh yeah, I got this new bow by the way. Unbreaking 3, Power 4, Infinity 1. I love it. 2 bits. Only thing that could be better is Power 5. Well, and also Flame, and maybe Knockback. But we don't talk about those. No, I have Fire Aspect 2, not Flame 2. Damn it. I caught a book while fishing, by the way, is what I'm on about. Had a Respiration 3 and Fire Aspect 2, so I've been kind of wondering to myself which one I should put it on. If I should put it on a helmet or if I should put it on a sword. But I'm not going to put it on this sword because this sword is just a trade sword that is pretty basic in the end. I think the only reason I would want to buy this sword after I get a pretty good one is maybe to just repair another sword back to full. I feel like what I'm going to do is try and get the best sword I can. Yeah, get the best sword I can, put it down to like 1 durability, or like the lowest durability I can, and then repair it with one of these. Yeah. Again, stupid things, but again, I'm gonna talk about them. So, if you, in the end of all this, if you've got to this point, if you have any ideas for anything maybe non-Minecraft related that you'd like to see, post that below. What you think I should do about the modded side of stuff, how you think that should be done, and also what are your thoughts about having a single player as well as a multiplayer series, because there are some things here that I don't have control of, for one thing, and also some things I just can't do in general. Trying to think of some things other than elevators that I can't do in single player, but you know, stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that off because this video has got fairly long. It's at least 55 minutes long. I'm only saying that because I know the other one was about 46 minutes long, and this one's got to 11 minutes. This little bit of recording, something along those lines. So it's like 56 minutes long. It's nearly an hour of Communicraft today, and hopefully I have a plan for next episode that isn't as, in the end, well, something I'm not gonna say boring, but something where we actually do something, automate something, make some cool thing, make something. Yes. But yeah, I'm gonna end off now because my voice is getting a bit tired because I've been talking for a while, as I said. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Again, comment on anything, any ideas and stuff you have in the comments below, because people comment nowadays. Apparently, some people comment. That's what people comment. 6 of them. Okay, someone's been in this area. So that one's been a lot more frequent than that one. That had 1. That had 6. Let's see how much sugarcane we got. Over a stack, we're going to get 3 stacks from out there, that's perfectly fine. And yeah, I got this Unbreaking 3 Lure 2, I also got Fire Aspect 2 Respiration 3, and I got Saddles and Tripwires. It's all cool because I'm cool and stuff. But yeah, as I said, thanks for watching, and I will see you on Monday with... Let us find out, because I know these things. With some hide and seek. Some hide and seek. Because I've already recorded it, and I just had to find out what it was. So yeah. Anyway, as I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.